So on the left we've got Matty, and then on the right there's Clem, and in the middle is the gorgeous Penny. So these three are best friends, but as everyone knows, with a trio there's always different dynamics. So Penny is Matty's best friend, but Clem is Penny's best friend. And this right here is Beau. He is Clem's boyfriend. They are childhood sweethearts. They've been together forever. This is the absolutely beautiful couple, Jessie on the right and Amy on the left. They've been together for 3 years. I also want to introduce you to Lottie, who is Jessie's twin sister, and Geordie, who is Beau's older brother. They're not like central characters in my story, but they are still important and you still need to know who they are. Penny lives alone in her grandma's cottage after her grandma passed away. Penny was raised by her gran because she never knew her parents, and she had a really lovely childhood, but she misses her grandma Luana like crazy, and she gets really, really lonely. She throws parties all the time, her friends come round, and Beau has been staying here because Beau's brother moved away to college and he does not get on with his dad, and these two have, they've formed a connection, shall we say, and they have gotten very, very close. And no, Clem does not know. Nobody knows. So here is Matty talking to Beau's brother Geordie, and they're at their annual hoedown because they live in Chestnut Ridge, duh. And she's basically saying to Geordie, look, I know it's your winter break, but you need to take your brother home because he is stinking drunk right now. Geordie is obviously not impressed. He's like, I'm not his dad. I can't tell him what to do. But also, Matty, what you don't know is that Beau hasn't stayed at the house for months. So pardon the pun, but the penny drops for Matty at this point and she realises, I know where he's been staying. He's been staying with my best friend, Penny. The two of them have been lying to me and to everyone. And most importantly, to sweet Clem. So at this point in the evening, Beau is really, really drunk, and obviously, you know, he's been living this double life. He's got this girlfriend, but he's also got his bit on the side that he's been staying with. So he's like, should we go home then? And she's like, it's not your home, like you can't say that. Without making a fuss, because at the end of the day, Matty does want to protect her best friend, as angry as she is with her. She confronts them just as they're about to kiss. And she gives it to Penny. She tells her how wrong she is, how gross she is, how much of a bad friend she's being. Like, she does not mince her words. And Penny is just really, like, meek and apologetic and embarrassed. And she does do the whole, I love him. But Matty, you know, she's having none of it. She tells her, wake up. Clem has a really big family and really loving parents, and one thing that I think connects Beau and Penny the most is that They both grew up in dysfunctional households, so they kind of resent people with these really lovely family units. So on Christmas Day, Beau and Penny's least favourite holiday of the year, Penny finally ends it with Beau. So Mattie is there for Penny as she said she would be. She supports her, she looks after her. She says, you know, I promise I won't tell anyone if you promise this will never ever happen again. And Penny promises her that. Later that night, Penny doesn't feel very well. She decides to go back home because she'd rather just sleep off the tummy ache. So yes, Penny is pregnant with Beau's child and nobody knows except her. This here is Sheriff Rivers, and he is Beau's dad. So, the sheriff turns up at Penny's house and she thinks, have my friends said that I've been missing because, you know, I had a tummy ache, I went home from Mattie's and I've maybe slept for a few days? And he laughs at her. He's like, oh, did you really think that I wasn't going to find out about your condition, your pregnancy? You know, he says, I know that my son is knocking around with the wrong crowds and I keep tabs on him and all of the people he comes into contact with. So Penny, you need to leave. You're going to leave Chestnut Ridge. I will send you money and you will never come back. Beau will never ever find out about this. And if you try and come back, there will be consequences. Penny does exactly that. She packs her bag with a few belongings. She says bye to her gran and off she goes. So Penny is now all alone in the big city. She is literally about to give birth. None of her friends know where she is. She just disappeared overnight. She's all alone and she's scared, but she knows now that this baby is what she wants and she's really becoming excited to become a mum. Sorry, I forgot to clarify that Penny was having a cryptic pregnancy. So by the time she went for her scan, she was already 8 months pregnant. So yes, Penny is now a mummy, and this is the super sweet baby Anna, who was named after her gran, Luana. She is just the sweetest little thing, and they really are twinning. I've really been enjoying playing with Penny and Anna, and obviously explaining their lore to you, but of course, things have still been going on back in Chestnut Ridge whilst I've been playing with them, so I think it is time that we go and catch up about the rest of my save file. So Beau moved back home. He never heard anything from Penny. He assumed she just disappeared because she felt guilty about those two cheating. Him and his dad are arguing all the time. He has no idea his dad is the one responsible. And as of right now in my save, him and Clem are 100% still together, still boyfriend and girlfriend. She has no idea about his infidelity, and neither of them know about Penny's pregnancy. In fact, nobody in Chestnut Ridge besides Sheriff Rivers knows.
Yeah.
This whole time, Matty does not give up on trying to find Penny. She's connected the dots because basically there was lots of rumours growing up around town that Beau and Geordie's dad had something to do with their mum's disappearance because she just got up and left one day. So Matty kind of connects the dots, you know, females disappearing in Chestnut Ridge, a sheriff who, you know, can cover things up. And she's convinced that because Geordie's older, he might know something. He might know where their mum is. She believes that Penny and Beau's mum will probably be in the same place. So she goes to speak to Geordie and she doesn't get the response that she wants. He basically warns her. He's like, you do not know what you're digging up. This isn't just about Penny. I know you miss her. I know she's your best friend. I've not seen my mum since I was a kid, like Beau was a baby, and it's not going to be good for you, Matty. Like, don't do this. You're going to get hurt. She leaves without getting the answers that she wants, but within a few days, Geordie can't keep lying to Matty. He knows what she's like, he knows she's determined, and he really believes that after all these years she deserves to know the truth. That's when Geordie tells Matty that his mum and her dad were having an affair. This is heartbreaking to Matty because she lost her mum when she was really young, and she grew up with just her dad, believing that they were so in love and that he was this perfect gentleman. And just like that, she feels like her whole heart has been ripped out, and it's just devastating. It's, of course, not the news she expected to hear, and Geordie does not know where his mum is. He just knows that that is the reason that she disappeared, because his dad went crazy. They fought and he kicked her out. Meanwhile, Jessie is in the process of breaking up with Amy. No one's screaming and shouting, it's pretty amicable. They're both going off to college and he's just like, long distance isn't going to work. However, Amy is not stupid. She does not buy his excuse. See, the thing I've not told you is that Jessie is Matty's neighbour, and they have been family friends, best friends since they were really tiny. They literally grew up together. And Jessie is there for her no matter what. He was there when Matty's mum died. He's helped her dad. He's helped support the family. He's done everything to keep Matty happy. But what Matty does not know is that Jessie is in love with her. He just won't admit it. Not to anyone, not to himself. But obviously Amy, his girlfriend of 3 years, she sees this. She says to him, do you not think that I see how you look at her? Do you not something I notice when you look for her in every room. You know, is this really because of long distance, or is this because you love somebody else? Of course, Jessie was the first person that Matty rang after finding out about her dad, and this brings you up to date with my save file so far. Thank you so much for joining. I could ramble all day about my Sims and their lives, so I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing and as much as I enjoy yapping about this messy, chaotic, but lovable bunch.